Jeopardy! Champion named. Hottest contestant ever, discusses possibility of joining OnlyFans. Angie Nyquist won her episode of Jeopardy! After being the only contestant to correctly answer the final Jeopardy clue. Jeopardy! Contestants are known for their intellect and wide range of knowledge in a number of areas, but fans think one has a little something extra. Angie Nyquist, who won one game of the popular game show earlier this month, is not only intelligent, but also extremely good-looking, according to fans. After her win on July 5, she took to Instagram to have a discussion with her followers about her experience, but some of the questions veered a bit off track. "I didn't ask me anything," she explained in an interview with The Sun, and there were a lot of people who asked, "Would you do an OnlyFans? It would be really popular. I mean, that's not my style, but it was flattering," she said, seemingly unsure about whether requests to join the typically racy site were actually nice. She continued, "You're gonna get some nice people, and you're gonna get some creeps. I have been getting DMs from random men. These men have been telling her things like, 'You're so beautiful,' and 'You're the hottest contestant ever,' which she called Saddam. Jeopardy! Is about your brain and your performance in this scenario," Nyquist insisted. She added, "It was not what I was expecting, that's for sure." Nyquist did not immediately return Fox News Digital's request for comment. Another thing she wasn't expecting was the size of the set. As a longtime Jeopardy! Fan herself, she revealed that the stage is so much smaller than what she'd envisioned. "The board and contestants aren't that far apart," she said. "And you're not that far from Ken Jennings, who is a hero of mine. Hearing him tell a tidbit about me on my second episode, I could have cried." Jennings often seems to be fans' favorite host, as there have been countless comments made about how much better he has been at filling the shoes of the late Alex Trebek than the show's other host, Mayim Bialik. Nyquist also touched a bit on the growing popularity of her cat. On her second episode of the game show, Nyquist told Jennings she has a cat named Naz Reid. She specified that all letters in the name were to be capitalized, named after the Minnesota Timberwolves player. She received so much praise for the name that she created an Instagram account for the cat, explaining that the name was so popular because, "We filmed this in May, and Naz Reid just signed a big contract, so there was a lot of Naz Reid news the week my episode aired." On a more touching note, she shared the sweet reason Jeopardy! Holds such a special place in her heart. "Before my dad passed away, I lived with him and took care of him when he had dementia," she said. "We would watch together, and it was when James Holzhauer was on his run," she continued, referring to one of the most well-known and successful players of all time. "My dad would do the all-in motion with James, and he would cheer when he got them right, so that's a special memory for me. Now I'm part of that family." Nyquist concluded her story of Jeopardy! By saying, "I knew there'd be some negativity, but it was great to have 15 minutes of fame, and now my cat has more online followers too.